Good afternoon, everybody. Now for this afternoon we're going to be making a camp in the garden, and we're going to do some various camping food, and I want you guys to join us. I want you guys also to go set up your own camp in your garden, and if you don't have a garden, do it in your living room or in your room. Go set up a tent and have fun. Alright guys, now part of doing a fly camping exercise is making real camping food. Now what Jerome is going to be showing us is how to make stick bread. Then myself, Hilay and Zandri, we're going to bake those bread over an open fire on a stick. That's why it's called a stick bread. So Jerome's going to take it further. He's going to show us what's the ingredients, and we're going to make some dough.
Okay, so over here we have 2 cups of cake flour, which then you add into your mixing bowl, and then a teaspoon of baking powder, add it into your mixing bowl, half a teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of sugar. So yeah, after adding that, give it a nice stir, you mix it well. And then let's say 2 teaspoons of olive oil, and that goes in there. And then before adding your water, you want to mix your dry ingredients with your olive oil. Give it a good mix. You have your water. So the water basically is, you get it to you add as much as you need to get it to give you the texture that you desire. So there we go.
Awesome guys, it's as simple as that. So what we'll be doing, we'll let it raise a bit, and then we're going to bake it over an open fire. Now I'm going to show you how we're going to build a fire. So what I've done, I've used old tea bags that was soaked in paraffin or thinners, because that can become your fire lighters. And then what you need a lot of fine and thin sticks to start your fire with, and then we go to the bigger ones. So join me in making us a fire. What's very important guys, always use caution. Adult must be present at all times. Good. There's our fire guys. Let's get some big sticks on here. Good. Now we're going to wait for some nice flames before we start broiling our stick bread. Right guys, now it's time for the actual baking of the bread over the open fire. What you need guys, you need a little bit of cooking oil. Just a little bit for your hands guys, so that the oil doesn't, the dough doesn't get stuck onto your hands. You get yourself a nice piece like this, and you start working it down into a long shape, so that it starts rolling like that. You guys see this? Okay, so this is what we're going to be doing. You roll it, you roll it, roll it, so it becomes like a snake almost, eh? Almost like a snake, guys. Let it become nice and long like that. There we go. You flatten it a bit on the edges. You get yourself a nice stick that you can use. Must be quite long enough so you don't get too close to the fire. And you start at the top guys, and you start rolling it around the stick. Alright. Here we go. That should be long enough. We can break it off there. Just make sure it sticks onto your stick. And then from there, you start holding it over the fire. Beautiful. Fantastic. Now you look at how it's raising. Once it starts getting a nice brown crust on the outside and it's raising around the stick, then you know it's ready. When you are able to pull that stick out of that stick bread and there's no dough staying behind on the stick, you know your bread or your stick bread is 100%. What I like with my stick bread is sometimes syrup or honey inside. You can put butter, you can put jam, you can put sausages, whatever you like you can put inside. My favorite things to make when I go camping is to grill some pineapple over open flames. And what you can then do is melt some dark chocolate in, pour it over your grilled pineapple, and for the adults you mix some of amarula in with that dark chocolate. Guys, enjoy.